I would love to talk about the push-pull fear of intimacy. It's tied in with the fear of connection. And it's kind of like a fear of the depths, but more importantly, a fear of the pains. I really fear this callousing of the heart, because such beautifully open people are closing up. It's like a lot of friends of mine are sealing their future with emotional scars that they arduously tattoo on. It's like they're all fearing depth, self-protecting themselves from deeper pain. If they don't go deeper, they can't hurt more. I just see them fearing that failure, that hurt, that loss, and they feel that these things are inevitable. That the failure, the loss, the abandonment, all these things are inevitable. So they better lose now before they get in too deep, lest they hurt too deep. Yet, because of this, there's a desert of depth. And they crave depth. They need depth so much that it needs to be found quickly. Because if the growth is too slow, then maybe the cut it off fear place, fearing to death, will cut things off before they can even get to a deep place. And because of this, shortcuts are used. Shortcuts like affection. Shortcuts like sex. These shortcuts to depth and intimacy. Shortcuts like dropping big reveals about each other. I'm not saying that getting to depth quickly is bad, but I am saying that it doesn't have to be the frightened go-to-it option. That there should be a place for slow cooking a relationship and letting the stakes be nice and low over long periods of time and years. And I'm just seeing the volatileness of all these relationships and the volatileness of that. I'm seeing it in myself, I'm seeing my heart getting calloused, and closing up its opening and its beautiful openness. I'm seeing my fear of depth and my not wanting to get hurt. I'm seeing the cutting out now before things get too deep. I'm seeing all these things in myself and in other people. I see them more readily in other people, but if I look hard enough, I find them in myself as well. I see the longing for depth, and the wanting for shortcuts to get there. I had a relationship where I rushed in to it because of this needing of depth. And after rushing in, it was tragic because I had, after that, a fear of depth. And I went from doing everything to moving to a new place, to everything, to feeling too trapped and to feeling a loss of self. I'm sorry if I don't have the good stories. If you guys can have better examples and stories in the comments, I would appreciate it. Examples where you guys have had that fear of intimacy. Examples where you've experienced all these different things, or even just a quote of something that resonated with you the most in this video into a little bite-sized quote that people can take, because I feel that helps a lot as well.